Aquarius. Welcome to Live in the Solution. I am your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for March the 9th through the 22nd. This is a 2-week reading, guys. I will not be doing 12 readings next week. I just won't have the time, unfortunately. But I will, however, go live a couple of times. That doesn't take as long. Don't forget to press the notification button, the bell, so that you can be notified when that happens. Okay. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. If something doesn't resonate, leave it or check out your moon and rising and just take what resonates, leave the rest, right? So if you want a personal reading, click on here. That'll take you to my website. I also have a private astrology group on Facebook, and the link to that will be below. I do 2 live feeds every 2 weeks in there, every month. Wait, I do one every 2 weeks for the new moon or the full moon, respectively. I just did one on Friday for the full moon coming up. So just asked to be a part of that. Wow, Aquarius. There's crossover here, so please check out your sun, moon, and rising, because I have a feeling that there's messages here, darling, for you. Now, the first card out for you is the 8 of Wands. And look at this. Look, the 8 of Wands is all about opportunities coming in. And look, they're fertile, they're sprouting. It's like spring into action, right? We've got the spring equinox. Mercury's going direct. The pace is going to quicken up. We're going to feel that energy, right? So look, I always say when this comes in, you better be watching out for them, because if you're not looking for them, you could miss them. So you want to be like a ninja. You want to be like, hiya, ya, 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 hiya. Grab those opportunities, darling. And the next card clarifying the 8 of Wands is the Queen of Swords. Is it the Queen? No, sorry, the King of Swords. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is the champion for justice. He's like the Justice card, right? He's a karmic card. Things are going to go. I feel like if you've got any kind of arbitrary decision coming down, like are you going to get an apartment or a job, or maybe it is litigation, or there's a decision hanging in the air that will come down in your favor if as long as you've kept your side of the street clean, because it's karmic, as I said. So as long as you've been honest and truthful, this is going to come down in your favor. I have a feeling that it's an opportunity. I feel that you're going to either get the apartment, get the job, whatever it is that you're up for and that you want. I think you're going to get it. I really do. And the next card out for you is the Tower. Oh, darling, this is not a good feeling. The Tower is... What's interesting in this Tower in particular, there's one person falling, not 2. So I feel that something has fallen apart. Now, maybe that's what you're waiting for, a new job, or you've lost an apartment, you've lost a job, you've lost a relation. Something's happened that's changed your life. It doesn't feel great. It really doesn't. But the Tower, it's something that needed to go. And you may not feel it right now, but when anybody who's looked back when they've had the Tower understands that it needed to go and something much better is replacing it. So look, just hang in there. Hang in there for the Tower. Remember, nothing stays the same. Horrible feelings and situations don't stay the same either. It gets better, So the only guarantee in life is change. So things are going to be okay. Don't worry. And look, clarifying, the Temperance card, the Tower is the Temperance. Oh, it's a double T. Right? And the Temperance is, listen, it's like, hang in there. This is balance. This is tempering everything. Your emotional reaction. Temper your emotional reaction. Temper your moods. Sometimes when the Tower comes in, you want to drink or you want to do something to take yourself out of this feeling. Don't. This is saying don't do anything. Overdo it. We do have Jupiter coming in, so whatever we focus on expands. So we don't want, look, the mantra for the next couple of weeks is everything in moderation, Aquarius. Everything in moderation. Something in your life is being uprooted, but you really have to kind of keep everything calm, keep everything be the calm in the storm. And look, the next card out is the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card can be a decision, right? I mean, it can be a lover. It can be your lover. We do have, Mars is at play, darling, and we are definitely feeling that libido raise. We're going to feel passion, new love, interest can come in. There's definitely a lot of sexual energy going on, for sure. And connection during this time. But I feel that this, for some of you, is a decision. Now, you have two cards clarifying the Lover's card. Right? You have the Judgment card, and you have the 8 of Wands. Now, the Judgment card is like a call to duty. It's like things are going to come up. I feel, look, the call to duty can be a life purpose that you're being called to get on it. It's like, start that thing. You've got opportunities coming in. This is an opportunity for you to really kind of do something about your life purpose or something that you really enjoy doing. And I feel that all these are brilliant opportunities coming in. The 8 of Wands is like amazing. So I feel that this is a decision for you. Coming up, and it's like, listen, don't miss these opportunities. I always say you got to be like a ninja when this comes in. You got to go hi-ya, hi-ya. I'm getting worse at that. I need to stop my ninja interpretation. But so I'm saying that all these opportunities are coming in, so you need to really pay attention. You've really got to watch them. And look, I feel that there's going to be something is going to come up for you. Like this full moon is all about the truth being revealed. It's epiphanies, truths about ourselves, about someone else, about our lovers, about what we need to take care of. Something is going to come to light that we have to address. And there's a decision on the table, but something is falling apart. A situation is changing, and there's no denying that this is changing. So I feel that action. You've got the 8 of Wands twice. You have some opportunities that you really, this is an urgent message. There are opportunities here that you need to grab a hold of. And if I'm not mistaken, last week you were told to get on it, to take action. I feel that you've got to take action before things really fall apart. It's like you've really got to get on it. Don't procrastinate. Don't be distracted as well by relationships could distract you. Get on it. Do it now. If you're gonna do it right. Anyway, let me not start with that. I'll lose all my viewers. Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And stay tuned for the astrological report coming up next. And I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side, or in 2 weeks. Hello everyone, I'm so happy that you decided to stay on and listen to the astrological report and what's happening in the celestial sky for this week and the week after, as next week I won't have time to do these readings. So we start off on Monday, the 9th of March 2020. We have a super full moon in Virgo at 19 degrees, 1:47 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's if you're in New York. 3 hours behind on the West Coast and only 4 hours ahead in Europe this week. So they haven't changed their time yet. Now, a full moon, as most of you know, is when the sun and the moon are opposite each other. And it's actually the sun that illuminates the moon. When they're exactly opposite, the moon is completely full. And this is a super full moon, which means that the moon is very close to the Earth on its elliptical travels. And it is going to appear huge in the sky. It's going to be massive. It's a beautiful full moon, darling, and which means that it's very powerful. The magnetism from that and the effect on us and the planet is immense. It will definitely affect the tectonic plates on the planet, and it's going to affect us. Now, the moon is in Virgo and the sun is in the opposite sign of Pisces. Now, the moon is feminine. She's the mother. She's the divine feminine. She receives, right? She's receiving light from the sun. She's emotions. So it's all about feeling, right? But she is in Virgo. Now, before I go any further, she's at 19 degrees Virgo. Now, 19 degrees is very poignant, right? It really reduces down to number 1 in numerology. It's because 1 and 9 is 10, and 1 and 0 is 1. So the number 1 in numerology is about independence, individuality, determination, and authenticity, right? And the number 1 in the tarot is the magician. So this, the magician has one hand in the sky to the ethereal realm, to source, to, angels, to your guides, whatever you choose to call your deity or your belief system, and one hand on his table where there are 4 elements, and the 4 elements are all we need. So this is saying that you have everything you need to become or to do whatever you want to do. This is a very powerful new beginning, right? It's magical. Virgo is about analysis, and this full moon is in Virgo. It's about practical problem solving, right? She's an earth sign. Virgo is feminine. She's an earth sign. So she's pragmatic. Because she's feminine, she receives, right? Because feminine signs receive, masculine put out. She assesses situation, people, and things to work out how to make the best of whatever it is that she's assessing. She wants everything and everyone to be the best. She is quality control. So the best thing I can say, look, imagine that Virgo is a woman in September where the harvest is coming in and she's receiving the harvest, right? And she meticulously goes through the harvest. She takes out the best from the harvest, and then she organizes it. How is, so much is, say it's wheat and corn, right? So she's going through these strands of wheat and corn, and she is putting them in piles, some to make flour, some to make bread, some to make mead, alcohol. So she's putting all these piles and she's sorting it out so that she can best use it for the upcoming winter for everyone, right? So she is sorting through this information to make the best out of it. Now, Mercury, Virgo's ruling planet, is going to be going direct later on that day. Or the next day if you're in Europe and Asia. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. That's a side note for now. So the sun is in the opposite sign in Pisces, right? So this energy is very kind of intermingled. Now, on the positive side, Pisces is spiritual, it's meditation, it's introspective, it's connection with spirit, with the ethereal realm. It's dreamy and intuitive. It's sensitive to everybody's feelings, right? And this is especially so because it is right next to Neptune, and Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Neptune is dreamy, it's visionary, it is a connection with spirit. You can use it as that. You can, write fantasy, fiction, poetry, the visual arts, anything artistic and creative is a really good way to channel this energy. It's also, on the downside, it's a little fuzzy. It's not quite clear what's reality, what's fantasy, what's the truth, what's delusion or an illusion. Because, if you're using it creatively, you can bring to life visualization. Visualization is really good during this time too. So if you can direct it, it's brilliant. But you can also go off the other way. You can be easily influenced. You can be deluded by people. So you have to be, meditation, darling. This is about introspection. So it's very, very powerful. And on one hand, you've got this very practical, woman who's receiving information and sorting it. And on the other hand, you've got this dreamy, visionary, you can lose time with Neptune too. So it's very hard to focus sometimes. So you have to kind of remember this. Now, this full moon, right, is about introspection. It's about going within. It's definitely a time to be quiet and to be reflective and to go inside and pull out the best qualities, because Virgo wants the best, right? So, and also the negative side of Virgo is criticism. So you've got to be careful, and also that's the best side, critical thinking, but criticism is the negative side, right? So you have to make sure that when you have to really pay attention to your internal dialogue. So if you're saying, oh, you're useless, you can't do that, this is no good, that's not a good thing. But if you can change that, you can change the energy of that by saying, oh, how can I do that better? What if I did this instead of that? And it's really about changing the internal language. You're talking about the same thing, but you are coming out of the problem and looking for a solution. You're opening up your mind to wonderful possibilities. And this is a wonderful time to do this. So reach within. Be introspective, be quiet, go within and pull out your best qualities, your star qualities. What is the best that you can be? What can you pull out and become? Where do you need improvement? You can say, instead of, oh my God, I'm useless, I can't do that. It's like, where can I improve upon this? Because the possibilities are endless, right? Now, another reason that this is a powerful full moon is that it is in harmony. It's got this beautiful, harmonious relationship at the same time with Mars, the planet of action, right? Get up and go and start something new. And Jupiter, the planet of abundance and good fortune. And Pluto, the planet of transformation. So this is a transformative time for the better. So it can start off a little fuzzy, a little confusing perhaps, because Neptune is involved, but it's ultimately going to turn out well, particularly if you go inside. And this is, look, Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto are all in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ambitious, it's industry, right? It is, hard work, it's goal orientated. Look, this is a very industrious full moon. I would say kind of hold off. It's like make the plans, go within, figure out what's going to work, and then come out guns a-blazing. And Mercury, don't forget, goes direct that night. Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, so it's going direct that night. So, go inside, figure all this stuff out, sort through all the information that you're receiving that's within, and then get up. Nothing will be able to stop you, darling, when you start on your plans, your goals. Set your goals and get out there and achieve them. So this is a very exciting day on Monday. Now, not a lot is going on for the rest of the week. A couple of minor aspects that aren't worth really mentioning. However, and that's why I kind of also wanted to skip to the second week and do it all in one, because Monday, on March the 16th, 2020, at 3:43 a.m., Mercury moves back into Pisces. So you've got this energy being kicked up again, right? Now, it already was in Pisces, and when it went retrograde, it went into Aquarius, and now it's going back into Pisces because it's direct and it's picking up speed, right? So more creativity, writing music, creative writing, fantasy writing, visual arts, enjoying museums and appreciating the beauty in everything. Now, Tuesday, March the 17th, it is St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and please drink responsibly. Now, Thursday, March the 19th, 2020, at 11:50 p.m., it's at the end of the day, the sun enters Aries. This is the spring equinox. This is really spring has sprung, darling. Aries is a cardinal sign. We're going to get up. We're going to feel energized. It's brilliant. Now, listen. The equinox is when daylight conquers the night, and it is time to spring into action. Spring has sprung. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. It is the start. Aries is the fearless warrior. He will jump into action for the sheer thrill of it. His anger and rage is unparalleled, right? And he can be a bit impulsive and impatient. And his fuse is a bit short, but he blows up and the fire goes out. So he lets go pretty quickly. So this is a time to take action. And, with Mercury going direct, it's like we're off to the races. You better plan everything now so that you can spring into action next week. Now, on Friday, March the 20th, 2020, Mars is conjunct Jupiter, which means they come together. And when they're together, you can barely tell one from the other, right? Their energies meld. They become one. Now, Mars is the ruler of Aries, right? So it's cozying up. Mars is the warrior, right? Get up and go. And Mars also rules sexuality and libido. And it is cozying up to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, bigger, better, more, and abundance, right? So energy is really out of the ballpark. It's like, get up and go. You want to do everything and perhaps everyone. It's like, passion, your libido is high. Everyone's, it's spring, darling. And then to have this, it's like a double indemnity. All the animals and everybody is procreating or attempting to procreate. They're definitely getting together. So this is really a great time to start anything that requires physical stamina and energy. So, you can be building something or sports perhaps. This is brilliant for anything, running a marathon, anything that requires a lot of energy and stamina. Now, just be mindful not to overdo it because, Jupiter's bigger, better, more, right? So you have to know your limitations. You have to kind of rein it in a bit. Now, on another note, new love interests are likely under this influence because of your magnetism and charisma and your sexual, sexy energy. It's all going to be out there and everybody's going to be, it's going to be fun. Oh dear, another baby boomer thing. Anyway. Somebody stop me. Now, on Saturday, March the 21st, 2020, Saturn moves into Aquarius. New rules of engagement may be required. Saturn is he's the old man, right? And according to Greek mythology, the water bearer, the symbol of Aquarius, was a young man named Ganymede. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, he was the object of Zeus's affections. And he would go around bringing H2O, water, to all the gods in exchange for eternal youth, right? So you have this youth, this young kind of outside the box, innovative, individual, unique, a little quirky energy mixed with the old wise man Saturn. It's like push, pull, push, pull. So you have youth, combined with this old adult, and anything is possible because this means a whole new set of engagement rules kind of thing, new ways of living with each other perhaps, right? In community, because Aquarius is about community, it's about unity. So, and perhaps new ways of traveling. So, listen, it could be this is a major shift in energy as Saturn moves into Aquarius, from Capricorn into Aquarius and backwards. And it's going to do a little dance for a while, right? As it goes retrograde as well. So, look, it could be that, everyone could have like live-in rooms and share the kitchen and the bathrooms, and perhaps buildings will get higher. This is an air sign, so we could build up. I mean, there's lots of different ways of looking at this, but I think very innovative ways of living will become the norm, I think. So there's going to be major changes in those areas. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I just wanted to remind you that this is a membered supported channel. So there are a few ways that you can support me. Of course, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing is a brilliant way to support me. I really appreciate that. But you can also check out Patreon. Click on this link. My Patreon page, I post things there. I don't post anywhere else. And you can support me for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year. Not a lot for you, but it's huge. Imagine if all my subscribers gave me $1 a month. That would be amazing. I'd be able to get so much done. I wouldn't have to work on the side. And listen, I now have a membership to my channel, so you can press the join button. You're not you're not beholden to join, but you can see what's offered there. And we have a member kind of section where we can hang out, and I plan to do videos just for my members. But I've just got the membership, so check it out. And hopefully that will build out. I think the smallest membership is $1.99. So that would be lovely if you could do that. And if not, that's cool too. No pressure. I want to thank you all, and I want to thank my patrons and my members. I really appreciate you. You are helping me do the thing that I love the most, which is to help and inspire others. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for that. And guys, I love you all. Mwah! And I'll see you in 2 weeks.